Good morning. So we'll start session 5 on the chapter Microorganisms, Friend and Foe. This is the last session of the chapter. So we'll be dealing with nitrogen cycle today. So in our previous class we initially understood about what are microorganisms, what are the useful microorganisms, how are they friend to us, what are the harmful microorganisms, how are they foe with us, and what are the what diseases are caused by microorganisms in human beings, animals as well as in plants. So in yesterday's class we understood about food preservation method. What is food preservation? What are the different methods of preserving food? One is chemical method, one is hot and cold treatment, and it is storage and packing. So we understood about what are the different methods of storing food. So in today's class, we'll study about nitrogen cycle. It is one of the most important topic in your 8th science. Now why nitrogen cycle is so very important? So because how plants use it or how it is converted, we'll be studying in this. Usually this is asked for 3 or 5 marks. You have to explain about it, draw the nitrogen cycle. So let's understand this nitrogen cycle step by step. Before that, first we need to know that our atmosphere consists of various number of gases. What all we know, it consists of oxygen, carbon dioxide, nitrogen, argon, many such combination of gases. That means our atmosphere is a mixture of several gases. It contains some percentage of oxygen, carbon dioxide and nitrogen, and very few percentage or very few traces of other small gases. In that, we can say 78% of the Earth's atmosphere is with nitrogen, or we can tell that our Earth atmosphere comprises of 78% of nitrogen. That means now the nitrogen which is available in our atmosphere, plants cannot take it directly. Now what do I mean by this? For example, now oxygen is present in the atmosphere. Is it easy for us to take oxygen? Yes, we are able to breathe in oxygen, we are able to give out carbon dioxide. Similarly, carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, is it easy for the plants to take it? Yes. So what plants do? They, during the photosynthesis process, they take in carbon dioxide and they give out oxygen. That means when we talk about oxygen and carbon dioxide, we have also oxygen and carbon cycle. You will study that in your 9th standard. That means oxygen and carbon or oxygen and carbon dioxide can be consumed directly right from the atmosphere without any intermediate or without somebody helping in consuming it, right? We take direct oxygen which is present in the atmosphere. It's for example, now you have a tap water or you have an aquaguard fixed. That means directly you can just take the water and drink. You need not filter it, heat it and all. So direct amount of these oxygen and carbon dioxide can be consumed by animals, that is plants and animals, which is readily available in the nature. But nitrogen, which comprises of 78% of the Earth's atmosphere, cannot be consumed directly by plants. It has to be fixed by something. Now fixed means it has to be arranged, or there should be somebody who has to fix this or do the arrangement, and then the plants can take. Now what will happen if the plants cannot produce or they cannot have nitrogen? That means such type of plants will come under insectivorous plants. You all have studied about insectivorous plants. What do? They lack amount of nitrogen in them. That is why they trap the insects, right? Venus flytrap, etc. We are not discussing much on that. But nitrogen is a very important in plant for their survival or their, what you can say is, for the better yield, what we can talk here. Now how this nitrogen is consumed by plant? It is taken by plant in 2 ways that we can tell as. One is by biological method and another is by chemical method. These are the 2 methods by which nitrogen is fixed in the atmosphere. Fixed in the atmosphere means something which fixes by these 2 methods so that plants can make use of this nitrogen. Biological method is one what we are studying in today's our class. Chemical method is something what we call that as a lightning. Now, what happens exactly in lightning? Right? With high temperature and pressure, it converts nitrogen and water into nitrates and nitrites. Quite complex to understand. One thing what we have to understand is nitrogen is present in the atmosphere. When lightning strikes, what happens when the lightning strikes? With a very high temperature and pressure, the nitrogen which is present, 78% of nitrogen which is present in the atmosphere converts that nitrogen and water, which mixes in with water, to nitrates and nitrites. What is nitrates and nitrites? They are the compounds of nitrogen. That means by this method, in lightning, along with the rain, when it falls on the ground, it converts into a compounds of nitrates and nitrites, right? That is how plants are able to consume it. But throughout the year, we don't get the rain. It is only during the raining process or rainy season, right? During the lightning process, only at that point of time this conversion can be done. That means what plants have to do at the other point of time? They have to depend on some other source, right? So that is biological method. Through biological method, nitrogen is fixed in the atmosphere. Now, we all know that nitrogen is one of the most important component in all living organisms. It acts as a source of a protein, right? To do for all our activities what we do. You understand about this nitrogen, its components, compounds in your higher classes later. So only we understand that it is most important source of a living organism. So, but that should be in the consumable form. Now, as we told here, the available nitrogen is not in the consumable form. We have to make it in that form so that plants can consume this nitrogen. So, there are several steps involved in nitrogen cycle, or you can say that is a biological method. So, there are 5 steps involved here. First one is nitrogen fixation, nitrification, assimilation, ammonification and denitrification. Now, as we understand the steps, it is how the nitrogen is converted to one form to another, used by the plants, that is in the usable form, consumable form. What do you mean by nitrogen fixation? What is the word fixation? Fixation is something which fixes. Now something goes wrong, somebody is there to fix between, right? That is called as a fixation. It will fix it. Atmospheric nitrogen is converted by lightning or certain bacteria like Rhizobium, Azotobacter present in the soil into compounds usable by plants. Nitrogen fixation, what meaning of that is? Now atmospheric, what nitrogen is there, it is converted by lightning or by certain bacteria. Now lightning we understood here, right? That was the lightning process. How it converts we understood. Let us leave this apart because this we understood in the chemical method. How it converts? High temperature pressure converts the nitrogen and water to nitrates and nitrites, right? This is done. Or certain bacteria. Let us more stress on this. Atmospheric nitrogen is converted by certain bacteria. Now, where are these bacteria present? These bacteria are present in the soil. Which are these bacteria? Rhizobium, Azotobacter, blue-green algae. There are many examples. The bacteria present in the soil into compounds usable by plants. That is, it is converted by certain bacteria present in the soil into compounds usable by plants. What is that compound which is usable by plants? It is ammonia. Now, main synthesis or main synthesis of protein is ammonia. So, that is actually required by plants in a very high quantity. Okay. So, that is done by these bacteria which is present in the soil. That is the first one. Now, where are these bacteria present? These are present in the root nodules of the legumes plants, all pulses what you can say. Second part is nitrification. What exactly happens after fixation? Ammonia converts into nitrates by nitrosomonas and further converts. That means, now first of all, understand the nitrogen which is present in the atmosphere is by certain bacteria in the soil. When it reaches through this, it is converted by ammonia into a usable form by these bacteria, right? Further, in nitrification, what happens? First step is done. It converted that into nitrogen to ammonia. After this ammonia converts into nitrates by nitrosomonas and further converts. Means there is again further conversion done. Ammonia which is there, it is consumed, but that goes for a further conversion by nitrosomonas bacteria again. So plants can readily consume ammonia or nitrates. They cannot consume it any other form. Either they consume in ammonia, one step here, okay, or they consume in form of nitrates. How ammonia is formed? By bacteria. How nitrates is formed? Further conversion of this ammonia to nitrates. Understand? Further still simpler form we can say. That is nitrification. Next, assimilation. What does assimilation mean? Assimilation is to spread out. Now we say the food what we eat, the food what is digested is assimilated in our body. That means it is spread to various parts of our body for different activities what we do. Assimilate the work we say, distribution. Roots of the plants absorb these nitrogenous compound from soil and use them. Of course, they have got ammonia now, they have got nitrates now, right? Now what will absorb? Now main source here is, now we know that food and water, plants also require some food and water. So this is absorbed by roots. Assimilation, it is absorbed by roots of the plants throughout the whole root and shoot system. Assimilation, it is being absorbed for its various activities. Roots of the plants absorb these nitrogenous compounds from soil and plants use them, right? This is assimilation part. Now over, next part is what here? Ammonification. Now what will happen if these plants will die? Or now plants have this ammonia in them, or plants have nitrogen in them. How? In the form of ammonia and nitrates, correct? Because roots have absorbed them. Now the whole plant has this content present in them. Now what will happen? Now plants are autotrophs, correct? There are somebody else who is dependent on plants. Who are those? Heterotrophs, that is animals which cannot prepare their own food, are dependent on the plants directly or indirectly, correct? So these plants are directly or indirectly dependent on plants for their food. Now that means animals who have consumed this plants have also nitrogen in them, right? Directly or indirectly. Now if I say rabbit has consumed some grass, rabbit has ammonia content in it. Now lion has consumed the rabbit, that means lion also has ammonia content in it. Now these animals also have the ammonia, nitrogen in them, right? When plants and animals die, bacteria and fungi present in the soil converts the nitrogenous waste into compounds that can be again used by plants. That means these plants and animals die. What will happen when they die? We studied under decomposition part. What did we study there? There are decomposers which will help the organisms to, it will decompose them, right? Decomposers will help to decompose them, mix in the soil. What will happen when they mix in the soil? They will again turn into nitrogenous waste. That is nothing but ammonia. Why? Because plants have ammonia, animals also have ammonia. So again plants will get nitrogen in ammonia form or nitrates form in the process called ammonification, right? So this is one process, plants will get again ammonia. Last, denitrification. Now we have consumed so much of nitrogen from the atmosphere. That means 78% of the atmosphere is with nitrogen. We only start consuming it then atmospheric nitrogen will go on reducing, right? That should not happen. So there is a process called denitrification where the nitrogen is again sent back to atmosphere to remain constant. Now we can see there is a balance level in oxygen or carbon dioxide because we continuously take in and we give out, similar with the plants, right? Similarly here, the amount of nitrogen by the whole process what plants consume, they also give back to atmosphere. How they give back? By the process of denitrification. Denitrification is completely opposite of nitrification. In nitrification, it is fixed, right? In denitrification, it is released. How we see? Nitrates can be converted into nitrogen gas which is released back in the atmosphere by certain bacteria. That means there are nitrogen fixing bacteria, there are also denitrification fixing bacteria also. Nitrogen fixing means from atmosphere it will fix in the soil for consumable form. From the soil it will send back to atmosphere. But how it has to send? It can send in the form of ammonia? No. It has to send in the form of nitrogen which is present in the atmosphere. That is done by denitrifying bacteria. Example for denitrifying bacteria can be Pseudomonas. That's one example. That's more than enough. So these what we will do, these nitrates that can be converted into nitrogen gas which is released back to the atmosphere by certain bacteria. This is how the nitrogen remains constant in our atmosphere, right? So this is nitrogen cycle. These are the 5 steps involved in nitrogen cycle. Now we will see in a pictorial form or in a flowchart form what actually nitrogen cycle is. That means when asked about nitrogen cycle, you have to explain the methods, these 5 methods along with the nitrogen cycle. So this is nitrogen cycle. If you have understood the 5 steps of nitrogen cycle, it is very easy to understand this, right? Let's again understand from the beginning. 78% of atmospheric nitrogen which is present there, which plants cannot consume it directly. It has to be fixed. How it can be fixed? It can be fixed by lightning method to compounds of nitrogen present in the soil. By high temperature and pressure, we understood that. That is the chemical method. Biological method. Now we will see here nitrogen fixing bacteria, that is blue-green algae. Yes, nitrogen fixing first step. What will these do? These will do nitrification which is done by the Nitrosomonas bacteria present in the soil. Bacteria fix nitrogen into nitrogenous compounds. What are those? It fixes into nitrates and ammonia which is consumable by the plants. Further, compounds of nitrogen in the soil. How? These ammonia will convert to nitrates, right? Ammonification. That is what we understand from this. Now, plants uptake. How do the plants uptake? By assimilation. They absorb the nitrogen, consumable form of nitrogen through roots that is taken by plants. Animals eat these plants, right? That means ammonia is taken by animals also now, directly or indirectly. Now these plants and animals die, or the waste product, excreta of an animal. Nitrogen is waste, what we call. So nitrogen is waste from excretion and death. That means plants also die, animals also die. When plants and animals die, by decomposers through bacteria and fungi, further it converts into compounds of nitrogen which again plant can consume. Further, these compounds of nitrogen which is present in the soil now, right? It has to also go back to atmosphere. Why? They should maintain a balance of nitrogen. Only if you go on taking, how this will go again, right? So, these compounds of nitrogen present in the soil, it is again fixed by some bacteria which converts this ammonia to nitrogen gas which can be sent to atmosphere again. through a denitrifying bacteria, is a pseudomonas, which is called as denitrification. Now as we understood that plants cannot take readily available nitrogen, converts into compounds, ammonia and nitrates to nitrites. Similarly, atmosphere can't take this consumable nitrogen. Atmosphere wants the first original thing what was given, that is nitrogen. So here denitrification, opposite process denitrification. So this is nitrogen cycle. Even when you are drawing the cycle, you are not just to draw it at once. How you are supposed to do? How I explain. First you will write about atmospheric nitrogen. Then you will write about nitrogen fixing bacteria by blue-green algae. Okay, otherwise leave this. You will first write about nitrogen cycle. Then you explain about lightning to this compounds of nitrogen. Your one process is completed because we are not talking about lightning. Second process which has 5 methods, 5 ways. Nitrogen fixing, right? From that nitrification. From that ammonification. From that assimilation. From assimilation to plants die. That will take care here. That will get converted. Again this same thing is again assimilation only. Because again it is absorbed by plants. After assimilation, the last part denitrification. So if you understand those 5 steps, it is easy for you to write the cycle. I know nitrogen cycle at the first you will not be able to understand it. I want you to watch the video again and again, once or twice, to understand the concept much better. Still, if you don't understand, you have any doubts on nitrogen cycle, you can call on the same day of the video sent. So there we come to the end of this chapter, microorganisms, friend and foe. So any doubt in the class on the whole chapter, you can call on the same day of the video sent. Thank you.